Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Swami Agneshwar Suryandas Satsang. Today, we'll be talking about third step to meditation, focus. You see, during meditation, there needs to be a level of focus because you see, the first stage where we relaxed our body and mind, and the second stage where we use the atmosphere to put ourselves in that state. Those two are good, but the third is focus, because we need to be able to maintain that relaxed, good atmosphere that we obtained from the first two steps. And so, what we need to do to obtain this focus, there is a technique. In today's time, we call it chanting. Now, you might think, chanting, it is just saying a word a couple of times, and then that's all. No, chanting is a very important technique. It has been used throughout the Eastern civilizations by many Eastern masters for various things. But we'll go into that later. First, I will tell you why chanting can improve one's focus during meditation. You see, when we're in a meditative state and we are trying to meditate, there is one tiny problem that we face. You see, when we are in that meditative state, what happens to ourselves is quite simple. We will be sitting there and we will close our eyes, or we will look around. As long as we've set the atmosphere, we'll still be in a meditative state. And when everything around us is fine, and when we are in that perfect state, what will happen is in the middle of your meditation, your mind will go off to some problem. Maybe you have some financial difficulties, or maybe your wife is bothering you, or maybe you have some sort of issue. And what will happen is when you are meditating, you'll think, oh yes, I have to pay the electricity bill this week. Oh no, my son broke my car, I have to fix it. You'll have all these thoughts coming in constantly, one after the other. And then your meditation breaks. And to prevent this from happening, that is why we use chanting to center your focus. You see, chanting, the reason it can center your focus is because when you chant a phrase, for example, the word Om, if you just sit while you're meditating, chant Om, Om, what will happen is your mind will be focused on the words, and the problems that you have internally will not affect you. And as for the problems externally, if you close your eyes with the music and the right atmosphere, as per step 2 in the last video, as per that, if you follow that as well, external problems and internal problems will not affect you when you are meditating, because you'll be chanting to solve your internal problems, and the atmosphere will be set to exterminate the external problems. And when you have reached that level, relaxation, atmosphere, and chanting to improve your focus, you'll be able to move on to the fourth stage of meditation. But before we move on, there is another secret you must learn about chanting. A secret that is good for you to know. It doesn't have too much to do with meditation, but it is a good secret for you to know. You see, the Eastern martial arts masters, the Kung Fu masters, the Indian martial arts, there are many, and the various Eastern martial arts throughout, they have all had this chanting as a practice. And you might ask, well, what does chanting have to do with martial arts? Well, it's quite simple. The Eastern martial arts masters, what they used to do was they used to use hypnotism on their students. You see, a normal person who can maybe punch 1 or 2 times before he gets tired, if you hypnotize them to think, you can punch longer, you can run faster, you can break that board that is in front of you, you will see the martial arts student, they will break the board in front of them, they will run faster, they will punch longer. And this hypnotism, how chanting is associated with it is quite simple. You see, back in those days, they would have to put some sort of phrase when they put the hypnotic message in, that you can run faster. And that phrase would be chanted constantly. Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha. And they would keep saying that as they break the board or as they run faster. And that hypnotic trigger, that needed chanting as well. But you see, chanting has been used throughout the Eastern civilizations as a means for many things. In our day-to-day life, as meditation practitioners, we can use it to center our focus in meditation. It can be used for that, and it can be used for other things as well. But since this is a topic of meditation, we'll keep it to meditation. Now, I would like you to practice the simple phrase Om, because you see there are many chants, there are even mantras which are giant phrases that you just keep repeating. But for simple meditation, just one word, Om. 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 If you just practice Om, that is more than enough. Just keep going as you practice. The nice air conditioning, the nice mattress, the nice atmosphere, the nice pictures, everything, the nice music, and then to top it up, Om, Om, the chanting to center your focus. And then that is step 3. Thank you, everyone. Let us let the light of the sun guide us all. Adityaya Namaha.